what I'm doing today is the 300 plus 1 system. It's the road to success. Now, most of you have seen this training before. Most of you know about this, but this is the system that can get you from wherever you are today. It doesn't matter whether you're at 3%, at 6%, you're just starting out or whatever, and get you to diamond orchid level within 13 months. You know, you've heard of Irina being mentioned, and you know, she's on income salary that was mentioned, the 7,000. That was ages ago. You know, now it's 10, 15, 16,000 a month. Now, who in here would like to earn that sort of income? Everybody, right? If you don't want to make that sort of income, you might as well leave right now. You know, because there's no reason why to be here. Now, if you do want to make that sort of an income, you won't be able to do that all on your own. I promise you that. You can sell all perfume and makeup and home cleaning products in the world. You know, you're not going to be able to make that sort of income by yourself. You're going to need a team. Now, if you want to have a team, you better get a system and use a system to get that team, to build a team, and to teach the team. So you have to use some sort of a system, and we use the 300 plus 1 system. Now, that involves products being consumed, products being retailed, and people being introduced to the business and being taught how to do the same, right? That's the basics of our business. This is exactly what we need to do. So to finish off this training a little bit differently than we usually do, I'm going to give you 16 ways or places to find new customers and to find new team members or distributors into your business. So who wants to find that out? Okay, fantastic. So you better listen carefully to the whole thing then. Okay, so 300 plus 1 system. Now this formula is a proven system which guarantees 100% success if followed step by step. Now, as we all know, things in books don't always happen as they happen in reality. So what we say that this system, if you use it, there is no way of not succeeding. Now obviously everybody has to follow it 100%. And how many people have some zeros in their teams? Okay, few, right? So not everybody will do the points, not everybody will do the business seriously, etc. And we understand that this is a numbers game. So some people will not get on this program, but those who will get on this program, they will actually, if they follow it, they will get the results. So what the system tells is that everybody does 300 points each by themselves and introduces one person a month and teaches them how to do exactly the same. Now 300 points, if we take perfume, that's about 10 bottles of classic collection. If we take makeup, again you have some makeup products to accumulate that, but if you take home products, and it can be a mix and match, right? So 300 points is not an incredibly massive amount of points to do. It is very, 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 very doable for everybody, and I promise you that. You know, by consuming every single one of the products that you do, you know, instead of going to Tesco's, Asda's or Sainsbury's or whatever and spending the money there, you can actually generate at least half of those points by consuming the products yourself. And the only thing you need to do is retail the other half to, you know, the people that I'll tell you who to retail it to anyway. So 30,000 points is just 100 people doing 300 points each. And it starts with you doing 300 points every single month. Because if you don't do it, how can you expect anyone to do it? You know, so we always say that in this business, do as I say, not as I do, doesn't work. You know, it would not work if I said to my team members, off you go, do some sales, do some, you know, recruiting, etc. I'll just go and watch some telly. You know, that's not going to happen. You have to lead by example. So you have to be at the front there, doing what needs to be done and showing people how it's done. And then people will start duplicating you. Once we start doing the holiday last year or 2 years ago now, when was it that we started doing it? You know, people started copying us. Not before that. Not because we said, oh look, there's a holiday incentive, why don't you go and do 1,200 points each? People started doing it only after we've done it. Only after we went for the holiday and we showed the pictures of it. You know, that's when they started doing the holiday points. You know, so that's what we say. Same thing here. You know, if you show to your team members that it's possible, they will do it. So simply commit to using your own products first of all. You know, so first thing, you know, we speak a lot about perfume in this business, and yes, every one of you are using your own perfumes. I hope so. Anyway, you know, but what, you know, how much perfume can you possibly use within a month? A third of a bottle, half a bottle. If you use a bottle, but the fact is you can't use a lot of it. You know, you can't use 300 points worth of perfume on yourself every single month. You know, you can do whatever. You can spray your furniture, like Martin said. You can spray your dogs, whatever. It's just not going to be enough. I'm telling you that. So you have to now look at the other two product ranges. Now, I always look at the makeup first, but I can't use a lot of it. You know, so my wife have to take care of that part. But then the home products is something that everybody can use. From a person that is, 16 years old to a person who is 99 years old. You know, from a woman to a man to etc. It doesn't matter. Everybody clean their home. If you don't clean your home, you have somebody that cleans it for you. So you can give those products to them and they can use them. So the fact is that everybody needs these products, from washing up liquids to stain removers, to lime scale removers, to bathroom cleaners, toilet cleaners, kitchen cleaners, from A to Z. All of the products that you usually buy from your supermarkets, you can get them from a fan and replace your shopping habits. So all you need to do is direct the money that you are using to make the Tesco owner richer, the Sainsbury's owner richer, and the Asda owner richer, and you direct that money into your own business to make yourself richer. How does that sound? Sounds good? Terrific. Okay, so first of all, we need to use our products. So one household can easily use more than 300 points of products per month. Perfumes, shower gels, shampoos, shaving foams, makeup, home, pet care products, etc. You know, you mustn't forget it. We have everything within our range. You know, this morning I got up, I went into the bath, I've used the FM shampoo, then I've used the FM soap to wash my face, then I've used the FM shower gel, then I got off the bath, I've used the FM shaving foam, I've used the FM aftershave balm, I've used the FM deodorant, I've used the FM perfume. All of these products I'm using by myself, right? So I'm consuming the product by myself, I'm using it. Now, this is the way to build a business. We're building primarily not a salespeople's organization. We are primarily building a user network. A network of people that use this product every single day. This is what you want to build. You don't want to build a team of couple of, top selling, guys or girls, who go out there and sell thousands of points every single month. Because they can do that for a certain period of time, but usually it doesn't last. What we've seen from experience, the people who do 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 points on their own, it doesn't usually last that long. What lasts is hundreds, if not thousands of people using a tiny amount of points every single month by themselves. The home products, the perfumes, the makeups, etc. So this is what you want to do. So 300 points is about 85 pounds, worth of shopping. So how much do you spend on your household products every month anyway? On your fairies, on your aerials, on your domestics, etc. On all of the stuff you usually spend in shops. Now you can redirect that back. Okay, so even if you don't think you can use that much products per month, you're definitely going to spend some money on birthday presents, other occasions. And again, why buy these from other shops? Why not buy it from your own business? So every time we've got, we go home or we've got a celebration, etc., we can get something from our own business. We can present a perfume, we can present a spa product range, we can present whatever. This is your own business. Just because you are very, very used to your own products, most of the people, out there, they're not used to these products. So for them, it's going to be as exciting as if you went and bought it in Debenhams or Marks and Spencer. So it's a very, very high quality products that we have in our range, and most people have not heard of it. So they'll go, ooh, what's that? I've never seen this, before. They've seen the Debenham, they've seen the Body Shop, they've seen all the other stuff, but they haven't seen the FM. And this is where you can buy your presents, your gifts to other people from. So let's see what happens when you share this concept with other people who want to make great incomes and who will copy you. So you need to teach others how to do the same. This is called duplication. Now, alone in the field is not a warrior, or whatever they say in Lithuania, yeah? So you cannot do this on your own. You have to teach other people how to do the same. So every one of us have to be a little bit of a teacher. So month one, you do your 300 personal points by consuming, by retailing. It's up to you what you want to do. And then you introduce one person who does exactly the same, who does 300 personal points. So there's two people in your team. Is there a thingy? Yes. So there's two people in your team you doing 300 points, and your team member doing 300 points too. But that's where the magic happens in network marketing, because a copy of these points come to you as group points. So now your group points is not what you do on your own personally, but it's what you do by yourself plus anybody in your team. It doesn't matter how many levels down, it doesn't matter how many people in with, you get all the points in your team. Every single point will come to you as a copy of your team members' points, will come as your team member. So every one of your team members will receive their own points, but you get the copy of that. So now you reach the first level, the 3% level, with an outstanding income of £1.58. Woohoo! Who's excited? Alright, so maybe you're not enough to quit your job just yet, but you're in profit, right? So we can move on. Month 2, you introduce a second person. Your first person is now introducing their first. Everybody doing the 300 points, not more, not less. Now we know some people will do a lot more than that. They will do 1,200, they'll do 3,000, some people will do 5,000 or even more. But what we're saying, we're just sticking to the basics here, just 300, which is very, very doable, yeah? So there's 4 people now in your team, 1,200 points in volume, and you reach the next level up, the 6% level. And your commission is now £7.88. Now comparing to last month, you're wealthy now, right? £1.58 to £7.88. You just doubled your income within a month, right? Do that in a job. Okay, month 3, you introduce your third person in your team. Everybody's introducing their people, 1 person each. There's 8 people in total with 2,400 points of volume. You're still 6%, but your team is growing. Your turnover is now growing. Month 4, you introduce your 4th person. Everybody introduces 1. There's now 16 people in your team with 4,800 points in volume, and that pushes you up to the next level, to the 9%, with an average income of about £30. Month 5, you introduce your 5th person. Everybody introduces 1. There's now 32 people in your team with 9,600 points in volume, and you are 12% level. This is equal to about £80 in your pocket as a commission. That's on top of anything you've made by selling the products. So this is just your commission. Month 6, you introduce your 6th person. Everybody introduces 1. Everybody does 300 points. 64 people in your team with 19,200 points in volume, which equals to about £184 in commission. Month 7, you introduce your 7th person. Everybody introduces 1. About 128 people, 38,400 points in volume, and now you are 21% Golden Magnolia. Yes, you've completed your Magnolia program, and you earn about £580 for that month in particular in commission. Now, who could use about £500 extra every month? Wouldn't be too bad, right? Now, what did you have to do to make that £500?
Introduce 1 person.
So how many in total? How many you've introduced? 7 by this time, right? So somebody will look, they'll go, ooh, 128 people in the team. I could not do 128 people. That's a lot of people, right? And I agree. But all you did personally is introduce 7 people and teach them how to do the same. This is not a business where you need to introduce personally thousands of people. This is a business where you need to introduce a couple of serious people who are ready to duplicate and repeat what you have done before. This is exactly what you need to do. And everybody here been doing 300 personal points. Not 3,000, not 10,000, not anything impossible. 300 points and 1 person a month. Is that doable?
Yes.
That's very, very, very doable. 1 person a month, I think that's very doable. You know, to speak to, how many people you need to speak to get 1 person a month in your team? Somebody says 10, 5, any other? 20. So even if you needed to speak to 20 people, is that possible? To speak to 20 people within a month, just to say, look, I'm in a perfume business, we have this fantastic business that you can start part-time, you can start earning this money, yada, 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 yada. Maybe you'd like to come to the business opportunity presentation. Is it possible to speak to 20 people to get just the 1 for the month?
Yeah.
Alright, everybody agrees that it's possible. Fantastic. This is exactly what we want. We want a doable, simple, duplicatable system. There is no point for me to come up here and say, look, I have introduced, 500 people this month, and I have done 10,000 personal points. Why don't you go out and do the same? And most people go, oh, I couldn't do that. No, that's impossible, right? And you don't want that. You want this business to be doable. It's not easy. Forget the word easy. You know, nothing is easy. Easy is the cheese in the trap. That's what's easy. Everything else is simple. This is simple. It is not complicated. It's not rocket science. You don't have to, you know, get a degree from university to do this. Anybody can do this. I promise you that. But it is not easy. If you need to do it consistently every single month, you'll see that it's not easy. You know, sometimes it is challenging. And as you heard with Lucy, even when you become a golden orchid, even then it's still challenging, right? So don't expect it to be easy at 3%. You know, but what we're saying, it's very doable and it's very duplicatable. So after just 7 months, you've hit the highest level on the Magnolia program, the golden orchid. But we don't stop there. We carry on. So in month 8, you introduce your 8th person. However, now, your first person they introduced in your first month, they are one step behind. So they hit the 21% level the next month. And because you got additional 20,000 points within all of your other legs, within all of the other people that you've introduced to the business, that qualifies you as a pearl orchid. So now you're qualifying for a commission from £500 to £1,500 a month. Extra every single month, right? Not too bad. And a Mercedes A-Class as a gift from the company as well. Just to say you're doing it well, keep it up, right? Maintain the level. Is that bad? Let's go back. What did we have to do to get there?
8 people.
Introduce 8 people now, right? Not 7 anymore, it's 8. Yeah, so you have to put a little bit more work into it, right? You know, and do another 300 points. You're still doing exactly the same. Month 9, you're still a pearl orchid, but now a second person in your team reaches the 21% level. You know, everybody introduces one person, everybody does 300 points. Month 10, a third person in your team reaches 21% level or higher, and you become an amaranth orchid. Now this brings you from £2,000 to £3,500 in commission, and in addition to that, you get a C-Class Mercedes that comes from the company as a gift. Saying, well done, you know, you've hit the next level up, maintain that. You know, work hard, carry on, we'll give you a Mercedes. We're not going to service it for you, you're going to have to do it yourself, but we're going to give you the car. Is that fair enough?
Yes.
Okay, will you service your Mercedes once you get it?
Yeah.
Okay, terrific. Okay, month 11, once 3 people or more reach pearl orchid or higher level within your team, you become a golden orchid. And we've got a couple sitting there at the front. Now once you do that, you qualify for a commission anywhere from £3,500 to £7,000 a month, and a Mercedes E-Class that comes from the company as a gift. And now they just released the new E-Class. Have you seen the posters all over the town? They look really, really good. I want one. Okay, month 12, a 5th person in your team reaches the 21% level. You are still a golden orchid, but you're on track to diamond. Because next month, you've done it. Once 5th person reaches pearl orchid level or higher within your organization, so that's 5 legs of pearl or higher, you become a diamond orchid. Now that gives you a commission from £7,000 to £20,000 a month. Now boys and girls, some people are earning that a year. And this gives you an opportunity to make that every single month. And a Mercedes S-Class that comes from the company as a gift. Now the reality is that this is not a lottery. A lot of people treat this business like a lottery. They say, well, I've signed my contract a year ago, how come I'm not a pearl yet? Right? They've done all the right steps, right? They signed the contract, they got the sample kit, put it in a cupboard under the sink, and wait for the Mercedes. Give a ring to Beruta occasionally. Beruta, how's that Mercedes going? Are you working on it? Are you building my team? No? The fact is that we have to do some work to get there. However, this is not a lottery. If you do it, if you follow the steps, you start seeing the results month after month, month after month. You know, so the fact is that with this formula, you can get to diamond and real financial freedom in just 13 months. Now, the speed at which you do this is determined by how quickly you begin to do your own 300 points and by how strongly you promote it to everyone in your team. Now, that is the most important part. You know, what if you did not 1 person a month, but 1 person a week? What if you did 1 person a day? What if you did not 300 points, but 600 points? Or 900 points? Or 1200 points? Would that speed things up? Would that make the growth faster? Would that give you a better momentum? Absolutely. And this is how, you know, some people say, oh, why this person have done, you know, such a level in 3 months and this person have done the same level in a year. Well, the speed at which you do that, you determine. You decide how fast or how slow you want to go ahead with this business. So if you want a little part-time slow business thing, you can have it. If you want a fast-growing, momentum-catching business that's growing by day, then you can do that too. You know, it is completely up to you. Now, what you've seen here, you've seen that nobody becomes a millionaire overnight. One thing I promise you is that you're not going to be a diamond next month. Probably not, unless you're Baruto or Lucy. You know, probably you're not going to be a diamond next month. So you will have to put some work in within the next months or maybe even years to come in order to get to those results. Now, usually we say that the rule is 1, 3, and 5. Why do we say that? Because it'll take you about a year to start earning good income from the network marketing business. It'll take you about 3 years to go full time. That means to retire from your job and to say, this is it. I'm just living off this. And it'll take you about 5 years to go world class, where you're earning 5, 10, 15,000 a month, etc. Now, yes, you can do it a lot faster with the system, but for majority of people, that's what it's going to take. So what you need to think is how long you are prepared to go at it. How much effort and time you're prepared to invest into this business. Because most people, they've overestimated what they can do in 1 year, and they've underestimated what they could do in 5 years. You know, they go at it good at first few months, etc. And when they don't see the results immediately, they go, this doesn't work for me. You know, maybe Lucy can do it, but I can't, right? And they leave it. You know, what they didn't realize that if they kept at it, just kept at it for month after month after month, within the space of 5 years, they would have done it. Most people would do it, you know, within that space of time, because the results come. It just takes a little bit of time, and you have to put that time. So this time next year, you could be, or you could be definitely on the road to diamond if you start putting the effort in and you start doing the business. So we definitely want you to go diamond. Now, just before I wrap up, I want to do a little extra just for you guys, just because you're here today, right? I thought I'll add one more slide. You know, where do I get those customers and where do I find those team members, right? So we need some ideas. We need some ways. Who needs some ideas? Where to find customers and where to find your team members. Okay, pretty much everybody, right? So let's have a look what Gediminas got in store for you. The first one you probably know, family, right? Oh dear, family, right? But what I say to people, look, if you could save 70% to somebody on their perfumes, on their makeups, on their home products, who will these people be first? And a lot of people will go to strangers first. You know, give it to your family. Save money to most important people around you, right? They're already using the perfumes, they're already using these products. All you need to do is go to them and say, look, why don't you do me a favor? Now, you're getting these products every single month anyway, but you're just making the Tesco owner richer or whatever. Why don't you get these products from me and help me out? I'm starting my own business and I need my family to support me. And support is a very, very good word to use. I need you to support me. They will even recruit for you if you ask them to support you, right? So speak to your family first. Secondly, friends. You know, and I mean friends very, very loosely here. Because, you know, friends, you might say, oh, I only got a couple of friends. But you know hundreds of people. And I promise you that. If everybody here pulled out their mobile phones and showed me how many contacts they have on their mobile, you have a lot more than you think you have. You know, most people got loads. If you go on their Facebooks, they've got thousands. You think they are celebrity, right? So all of those people are potential customers. They are potential clients, potential distributors. All you need to do is let them know what you're doing. One of the worst things that people do, they get started and they put that sample kit in the cupboard under the sink. They don't let anybody know what they're doing, and they expect that these people just figure out. They'll knock on the door and say, oh, Helen, I heard that you're doing FM. Could I buy some perfume from you? That's not going to happen. You need to tell them what you're doing. We've got one lady here that does that very, very well. She tells people on Facebook very, very well what she does, and she knows how to do it. You know, if you missed that training, it is on the site. I'll tell you the site later on. Number 3 is workmates. Again, workmates are people that know you well, and they can be your clients. Again, they're already using these products. All they need to do is shift and start purchasing from you. So if you take the sample kit to work, that can do magic. You know, just by taking the kit to work and say, look guys, this is a new perfume company. You know, I know you probably haven't heard of it before, but they do a better perfume than in the shops, and they do it at a third of the price. You have to have a look at it, you know, and you'll be surprised by how many products you can retail at your workplace. Just before Christmas, one of the ladies that joined our team newly, and she worked somewhere in London in council, all she did, she sent an email to, you know, like in most workplaces you have the option all staff, you know, and she just pinged the email to all staff saying, hi guys, my name is blah blah blah, you know, I've just started with this perfume company, they have these fantastic, just a description of what FM is and what they do, and said, you know, my room number is this and this, pop over if you're interested. Within, I think, a space of 2 or 3 days, she sold about 50 bottles of perfume, you know, and that is just because she's sent one email, you know, so you have to let people know. Whether it's an email, whether it's a little post on a notice board in the canteen, whether it's you sitting and bringing the sample kit out during lunchtime, whatever it is, you need to let people know who you work with, what exactly you do. You know, that you are not just, you know, whatever you do, you know, 9 till 5, but you got a part-time business as well. You've got, you know, your network marketing business. Number 4 is gym. You know, a lot of you go to gym, especially after New Year, until it wears off, and then you'll make the resolution next year again. You know, and gym, again, it's a fantastic place because people go to the, you know, to changing rooms, they chat, etc. They go, oh, you smell nice, etc. And all of that, you know, you can carry the perfume with you, you can carry the sample kit with you, etc. Also, what they do in gyms, they have stalls. Some people come and sell their products in the gym. You know, be it handbags, be it, you know, cosmetics, be it perfumes. So you can actually go to your local gym and ask them, could I come and sell my products here, you know, one of the days. And most gyms do that. You know, for a certain fee, you can go there and retail your products in the gym. And how much footfall do you get to the gym? A lot of people coming in and out all day long. You know, and you can do that in the gyms. Number 5 is church. You know, again, not all of you, but some of you do go to church. You know, in churches, again, everybody's there, you know, because they're there to help each other, right, to support each other. And if you speak to your priest, your pastor, or whatever it's called in your place, you can actually arrange where you can go and, again, present your products to the local community. You know, again, some of our team members have done that, and, you know, they've retailed about 5,000 points of product within a day, well, less than a day. That was like 4 or 5 hours. They did it in their church. And they've donated a big chunk of the profits to the church because they wanted to do that. But that created an opportunity for them to let people in their community know what exactly they do, that they do FM. Number 6 is school and nursery. Most of your parents, you're taking your kids to and from school. You talk to parents, you talk to teachers, you talk to receptionists in school, etc. All of these people, again, can be your customers. And schools, again, a lot of schools, they look for fundraising. They look to make more money. And you can go there again, be it a school or a nursery, you can say, look, I could come and have a stall here. I could present these products and then I'll donate a certain part of my profits to the school or to the nursery school, etc. And this way, you know, the owner or the manager is happy because you bring them free money. The parents are happy because they're getting a better quality product at a lower price, plus the money that's donated gonna go to buy the toys for their kids, right? And finally, you are happy because you're making money and you're making points and you're making contacts in your local community. Number 7 is local shops. And again, shops is used very loosely. Any type of business in your locality. Now, you do business with these people all the time. You go to buy your milk and bread, you go to get a haircut, you go to get a makeup, you go to get a massage, you go to get this, that and the other. Now, all of these people, you're doing business with them, but they're not doing business with you. It has to work both ways. So something that I've learned from one of our sponsors is that, you know, whenever I go to any place, I only go there once. I go there and I see if they are ready to do business with me. If I went there to buy my chicken and chips, I expect them to do some business with me. And I'm going to say, look, do you use perfume? They'll say, yeah, why? Oh, because as it happens, I'm in the perfume industry. And they can buy products from me, right? If they are not interested in my business, next time I'm not going there, I'm going to another chicken and chip shop, right? I'm going to get a kebab from a different place. And whatever it is, be it a hairdresser, be it, you know, whatever, you have hundreds of selections there. You know, you can choose a hairdresser, different hairdresser every single week. And you can choose to do business with those people that do business with you. You know, and you can even make it very clear to them, you know, look, you know, I'm starting my own business and I look for people who do business with me. You know, so don't just give away your money to people. Be prepared to earn some money too. Okay, number 9 is hairdressers and salons. Now I put this separately again because you can also go there without actually using the service. So again, this is something that we started our business on. We started, because we didn't have a big wall market in our case, we wanted to retail the product, but we didn't have who to go to. So we started going out there in the cold market to hairdressers and beauty salons and presenting the products to them, showing the sample kit, showing the products, etc. And we sold countless, you know, amount of bottles of perfume, of makeup, you know, etc. to the hairdressers and beauty salons within our area. You know, just by going to them and offering them. Some of them will say, no, I'm not interested. Some of them will be very interested. Some of them will become your regular customers. Every time you go there, they will purchase something. You know, every time you have new perfumes, you'll go in there, say, ooh, have a look, we've got 6 new perfumes. They go, I like that, I'll have a bottle of that, because they become your regular customers. Number 10 is takeaways and shops. And like I said, you know, not only if you go to get a, you know, a pizza or whatever, even when they deliver, you know, they give you the brochure with the pizza, you can give them, you know, the money for the pizza and, you know, a discount voucher for the FM products, right? Say, look, you know, I'm doing FM perfume. You said, make sure you tell everybody in the pizzeria or whatever, you know, that's what I'm doing. You know, if you want some products, etc., I'll do you some good deals. You know, you do me a good pizza, I'll do you a deal on perfume, right? Offices and receptionists. You know, again, any type of business out there, usually they'll have a bored receptionist sitting there all day long, half asleep, right? And what you can do is walk in there and make her day a bit more exciting, right? Show her some perfume, show her some pheromones, right? She'll be jumping up and down that table. And you can leave the sample kit with the receptionist and they can show that product to everybody working within that building, be it an office building, a factory, or whatever it is. So this way you can even recruit people to become your team members. Number 3 is hospitals, number 12 is hospitals, and 13, for some reason you just messed it up, is fairs, markets and expositions. So hospitals, again, something that you can explore. Most of hospitals, they do days, some of them every day you can go there, basically in the staff canteen area, you can sell your products. Whatever it is, you can have a stall and you can retail the product. There is a charge, you know, some charge more, some charge less. We can, you know, go to any local hospital to where you live and ask them, how much do I need to pay if I wanted to come here and retail my products, etc. You can find customers, find even new team members this way. Number 13 is fairs, markets, expositions, etc. Now again, you know, you have lots of fairs, lots of, you know, pampering events happening all over the country. You know, you just need to, again, Google in your local area what you have, and you can go and participate in these events. You know, a lot of network marketing companies go to these events, you know, and they have their stalls, they have their expositions, and they present the product as well as present the business as well. And this way find new business contacts, etc. Number 14 is mums clubs and networking groups. Again, any type of, community groups, you can go there, not just to sell, you can go there for the fun of it, but also make contacts with people, you know, be it, you know, a local mums club, be it, you know, a Lithuanians club, be it, Bedford, you know, women's club, or whatever it is, you know, you can just go to these clubs, etc., and make contacts, make relationships with these people, and have a customer base. And obviously business networking groups as well. Number 15 is bars and restaurants. You know, first thing, when you're leaving tips, don't leave a tip, leave a gift voucher instead. Leave a discount voucher, you know, £5 voucher for FM product, or £3 voucher for FM products. Now the chances are that when they want to reduce that and use that voucher, they'll spend more than £3. You know, and this way you're generating money, you know. And if they haven't got back to you and used the voucher, you just saved yourself a tip, right? So you're just being very, very tight. Now also you can go to bars and restaurants and again hold events there. You know, we had team members who go to pubs and they do perfume parties in the pub. You know, when it's not a busy time, you know, you're not going to do it on Friday or Saturday night, but you can do it, you know, during daytime not so busy periods like Sundays, etc., when lots of families are around, you can do a stall in a pub, and again, you can, give a certain percentage to the owners, etc., to make them happy. Number 16 is holidays. Now, whenever you go on a holiday, one thing that should go to your suitcase first is the sample kit. You never, never, ever leave your sample kit behind, especially if you're going to a country that has an FM office, because potentially you're going to recruit people. And a lot of people have done that before. They go on a holiday, they relax, etc. And people say, oh, so what do you do, to be able to come on holiday, during this time of year, etc. And, well, I've got a perfume business. Oh, well, perfume business, what is that? And that's the opportunity. They're just asking for a presentation, right? And on the plane, and on the bus, and in the, cruise ship, etc. The sample kit should travel always with you. And finally, don't forget the mailman and the DPD guy who brings the FM products. He's been bringing them every week after week after week. Just say to him, do you know what's in that box? And they'll go, no, I don't. It's perfume. Make sure you don't break it when you make sure you don't shake it. Hey, we've got perfume? You're buying perfumes in boxes like that? And you can say, look, this is a business, etc. And you can recruit your postman or mailman as well. And this